What's going on, combat sports fans? We are really getting spoiled at UFC 207 December 30th with 5 welterweight fights. It's going to be awesome. This one is a prediction for the featured fight on the prelims of UFC 207 December 30th. We'll be getting into the prediction in a matter of seconds, and then we'll be getting into the preview and stats, information, whatnot have you. So we have Johny Hendricks, ranked number 6 at the moment, Big Rig, versus number 8 ranked Magny. And this is going to be a spectacular fight, as both dudes are very extremely tough, and it's tough to pick really who I want to win this one. But I, thought about it, looked over things and went over things, and I feel that we're going to have a history-making moment here in this fight, and we are going to have the first time ever where Johny Hendricks gets submitted for the first time ever, and it happens by the hands of Magny at UFC 207. That's right, the Big Rig Johny Hendricks has never been submitted in his pro career, and I believe it is going to happen at UFC 207 by Magny. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about that one. If you do like that prediction, hit that like button, and make sure to let me know down in the comment section. Now, I know Johny is, it's extremely tough to take this dude down, and that's why he's never been submitted. He's a great grappler, great wrestler, but I feel that Magny has what it takes to take him down, wrestle with him on the ground, and get him into a compromising position to submit him and pick up a submission victory. And it'll happen in the third round, I believe, is what's going to happen, is what I'm going for. It's, you would kind of think that I would pick Magny to knock out Hendricks, but a lot of times I like to go with a history-making moment where it's never happened before in combat sports and MMA in their pro careers. So that's something that I do a lot of times, so that it kind of partially explains it. But I feel that Magny, with his 18 wins, 5 losses versus Johny's 17 victories and 5 losses, that it is the time where Neil is going to submit him and give Johny his first submission loss. Magny's got 6 wins by KO, TKO, 3 by submission, 9 by decision. He has got 1 loss by KO, TKO, 3 by submission, 1 by decision. For him, he's coming off of a TKO loss at UFC 202 to Lorenzo Larkin in the first round, and that was crazy. I couldn't believe that Lorenzo Larkin did that to Magny. That was shock. That shocked me, really shocked me. Now, before that, though, Magny had 3 wins, a split decision win over Eric Silva and overweight Kelvin Gastelum. And then Hector Lombard, he TKO'd that tough-ass dude at UFC Fight Night 85. He lost to Damian Maia, the submission backpack ninja, by rear naked chokehold. Hyun Gai Lim by TKO, he beat him. Yeah, Magny beat him that way. And then it just goes on and on with different victories. That he has. He's been in the UFC since 2013 and has fought a ton of times. And, we can go look at his submissions real quick. He got his first pro fight, he won by Kimura. Then he, later on down the road, he won by triangle choke. He does have a guillotine choke loss and a triangle choke loss from years ago. 2011 was the guillotine choke. The triangle choke was in 2011 at UFC 163. Aldo versus Korean Zombie was the main event of that. Sergio Morales was the one who did that to him. And then he has the rear naked chokehold victory over Kaichi Konotomo. So that's where he's at. He's not a huge submission machine artist, but I feel that it would be a huge shock and huge upset way to defeat Johny. I don't think it'd be a upset for Neil to beat Johny by decision or by a KO TKO, because he does have 6 KO TKO victories and 9 decision wins. But then Johny has 8 wins by KO TKO because he got heavy hands, 1 win by submission, 8 wins by decision. He's lost once by KO TKO, and that was by Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And then 4 decision losses. Kelvin Gastelum, overweight, couldn't beat him. And that was a unanimous decision. I mean, actually, no, Kelvin Gastelum did beat him. Kelvin Gastelum beat Johny Hendricks by a unanimous decision, even with being overweight, but he wasn't able to stop him, you know what I mean? But Stephen Wonderboy Thompson was the first man to ever beat him by KO TKO. Robbie Lawler beat him by split decision. George St. Pierre beat him by split decision as well. He beat Carlos Condit by unanimous decision. He beat Robbie Lawler at one point by unanimous decision, but Robbie won the second one. He beat Matt Brown by unanimous decision. He's got a lot of TKOs on his record. He does have a barbed choke submission to his record. Isn't that the only time he submitted? Yeah, the only time he ever submitted somebody was years ago. He's got multiple TKO victories. I'm trying to see. John Finch, he beat him by KO. TJ Wilderberger by TKO. Charlie Brennerman by TKO. And there's other guys as well, but I'm a fan of Neil Magny. I'm not really a fan of Johny, but I do respect Johny, but I believe that Neil Magny's just going to take this one. So let me know down in the comment section if you agree with me on the prediction. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you think Neil's going to win, let me know how you think Neil's going to win. If you think Johny's going to win, how do you think he's going to win? In what fashion, KO, TKO, submission, or decision? And what round, if you think it's going to be a finish for Johny to win over Neil? There's a lot riding on this for both men, you know what I mean? So it's going to be fun. But, and if you enjoy the video, hit that like button, punch that subscribe button into submission. If you enjoy the video, punch that subscribe button into submission to subscribe here to Joe's commentary and predictions. And check out that the featured video that's recommended up there if you think it looks interesting. Thanks for watching. This is going to be a badass fight here with these two guys going at it.